So let me ask you a question. Have you ever done something that made complete sense to you when you thought of it? You did it and it made the perfect sense to you. And then after a while you realize, yeah, maybe that was kind of dumb. Why did we do that? And now you catch a shade from all of your friends laughing at you because they knew it wasn't a good idea. But in your mind, you thought it was the best thing to do and you went along with it. And now you paying the price for it down the line. I'm going to tell you why the Brooklyn Nets did what they did and why it was stupid on the Sports Minute. So this dates back to about 8 years ago. The Brooklyn Nets were in position to try to claim the East from LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Let me tell you what happened. The Brooklyn Nets traded Gerald Wallace, Chris Humphries, Chris Joseph, Keith Bogans, Marshawn Brooks, a 2014, 2016, 2018 first-round picks, and the right to swap first-round picks in 2017 to the Boston Celtics for 36-year-old Paul Pierce past his prime, a 36-year-old Jason Terry past his prime, a 37-year-old Kevin Garnett past his prime, and DJ White. They did all of that to team them up with Deron Williams, who hasn't been the same player since he was with the Utah Jazz, and Joe Johnson. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but looking back at it in retrospect, it was not a good idea. And I would like to know what management was thinking. They actually talked about that on ESPN. I forgot the clip, but you could go on ESPN and they'll tell you exactly what they was thinking because I didn't get a chance to see it. But looking back at it now, I'm kind of like, yeah, that was pretty dumb. And I knew it was dumb then. You already had a solid core. Now, they never got out of the second round of the playoffs. They barely beat the Hawks in 7, then made it to the second round and got smashed by LeBron anyway in 5. And then the whole trade just went to crap because Paul Pierce went to Washington the following season. So it was like you gave up all of that for nothing. Now, meanwhile, the Boston Celtics, they began to build right then. Doc Rivers left, so they hired Brad Stevens as their head coach. Forgot the college he came from, but they hired Brad Stevens. They drafted Jaylen Brown in 2016. In 2017, they drafted Jason Tatum, swapped out of the first pick to move to the third pick and picked up Jason Tatum. They also picked up Al Horford in free agency. They picked up a couple of key pieces, and now they're getting ready to compete for finals, for another championship. Their 22nd appearance, by the way, and it just didn't make sense for Brooklyn. And now you have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. You just have to build around them. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, moving forward, I got Boston. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not Boston. I got Golden State actually taking that series in Game 6. And I will tell you why on tomorrow's episode of the Sports Minute. That's all I have. And as always, we'll see you in a minute.